Welcome back. Sorry, I'm like tearing. I just yawned really quick. Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for joining us today. We're your hosts, Noah and Cesar. First, I want to say Happy National Cuban Sandwich Day. um, so a coworker of mine, Pino, he said there's nothing more South Florida than a Cuban sandwich, which I think is pretty true. So, and we were talking about that earlier. What kind of sandwich did you have, Cesar?
Here they sell this Cuban torta. Torta is a sandwich, right? But I'm not sure if it's the same as
Okay.
Pino's saying. But it's really good. I mean,
Mm.
like I told you, as long as it has a lot of meat in it, I'm gonna eat it. So
Yeah,
not a problem.
not the cheese taking over. I've never had a Cuban sandwich, but if anyone tries it today, post a picture and let me know how it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So last Thursday, we had a really great show with our colleague Diana, who is our claims manager here at our sister company, Bulldog Adjusters. So the information she gave was great. But most of all, for those contractors that have partnered with us, it was a great show to learn more about her and put a face to her name. I'm sure you guys have talked to her before in some shape or form. So if you missed it, you can go to our Facebook. It's right on there, and you can watch it. Um, but today we're going to be kind of piggybacking off of that topic, and we're going to be talking about the do's and don'ts of an insurance claim. So
Mhm.
let's get started. Caesar, take it away.
So the thing is, you're a contractor. You go to your customer's house, right? You check on the roof. You start doing a lot of things, and you're very eager to please your customer, to show what you can do, to show everything that can be done, right? But sometimes it does happen that we do something that we shouldn't, and we don't do something that we should, right? So we are going to talk about that, the importance of knowing what you can and cannot do as a contractor, right? When you are working or you're about to work on a claim, when you are going to handle a situation with your customer. So for this, I'm going to share my screen. Give me just a second. Okay. Because this is really cool. Actually, this is a presentation. Oops, sorry. This is a presentation um, that we have shown you before, actually, but we're gonna talk about it a little bit more, right? So there you go. Okay, so give me just a second, and if the screen can be added, that
I
would
got
be
you.
amazing.
There you go.
There
Okay.
you go. Okay, great. So, like I said, this and we got some other presentations. Obviously, if you're already partnered with us, you can get in touch with your account manager. You can ask for this presentation. If you're not partnered with us, what are you waiting for? I'm just kidding. But yes, you can get these presentations. They have a lot of information. But anyway, so let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to start with the things that you shouldn't do. Okay. So we're going to start with the first one. And it says here, do not discuss policy language with any representation from the insurance company. Why? Because you are the contractor. And in our case, right, we are the public adjuster. We're representing the customer, right? So we are the ones who are going to talk about policy. What you're supposed to do when you have the adjustment meeting, or if the adjuster is out there, okay, you're supposed to talk about only the damages, not policy. Never policy. Why? In certain states, like here in Texas, they can give you a fine. They can even remove your license. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
you are risking it a lot, right,
Right.
Noah?
Yeah, just because we are basically kind of having you go there instead of us doesn't mean that you're there to talk about that at all. That's our job to do, not yours. And definitely keep that keep that wording, that lingo, all that out of your mouth. So there's nothing bad that happens if there's nothing that goes wrong there.
Hmm. Exactly. You're supposed to talk about the damages. That's about it.
Hmm.
Here's damage. Here's damage. And basically, with us, what you're going to be doing is that you're going to be comparing and contrasting the report, because what we want is for the adjuster to go out and to have a copy, and for you to have a copy as well, of the report. So basically, you're gonna compare it, you're gonna contrast it, you're gonna show the adjuster the damage that we stated on the report. That's basically your job. So never talk about policy, and obviously, if the adjuster, I'm sorry, the brave heart, if the adjuster wants to talk about policy, you avoid it. Okay, and you always tell them, yeah, you can talk to the public adjuster
Mhm.
about
Exactly.
about policy. Okay, because that's a big risk. Okay, so let's move
Also,
on to the second one. Sorry.
quick
Mhm,
question with that one for anyone
mhm.
who is wondering, Caesar, are they allowed to talk policy with the homeowner?
But the homeowner, it's look, there are certain things that can be talked, but for example, when the customer receives the letter of representation, the contractor is not supposed to talk about policy, so you avoid talking about policy. We're going to handle all that, okay, even with the customer. But at the end of the day, obviously the customer does have questions, does have doubts, right? So
Mhm.
you can always tell them, something, let me handle the project. But when it comes to the policy, when it comes to insurance, when it comes to all that, you can reach out to the public adjuster. They're going to give you way more information than what I can.
Mhm.
That would be the best move. Okay. Obviously, there are a lot of contractors out there who have a lot of experience, right? But still don't risk it. Okay. The best recommendation is not to risk it, and let us handle everything regarding the policy, regarding the insurance negotiations. That's the best move.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
Great. Now let's move on to the next one. You go ahead, Noah.
Yeah. Okay. So do not fight. If the field adjuster doesn't agree, agree to disagree. Um, what does that mean? Literally, just let them say what they want to say. It's better for you not to add any of your input that kind of goes against their word, because we'll just worry about it after, or your public adjuster that you're working with will worry about it after.
Yeah, it's like I mentioned this like a few weeks ago. This video on Facebook about a contractor and an adjuster. It seems like the adjuster was a rookie, not sure, but he was telling the contractor, that's not the way that you do a riddle test. Also, you go ahead and do it. Show me how it's done. Show me how it's done.
I think I saw this on
Right. So,
Facebook.
exactly. I think that everybody saw it,
Mm.
and obviously you're in the situation, right? And you want to handle everything, but it's better not to fight with the field adjuster, because hey, you're taking notes. And for example, in this case, this video obviously was being recorded, so there was uh, uh, let's call it evidence, for lack of a better word, right? But try avoid fighting with the adjuster. It's not a good idea, because that can complicate things for you as a contractor, for the homeowner, for us, etc. Right? So just like it says here, agree to disagree. That's the best recommendation, right? Okay. Now let's move on to the next one. So do not miss inspection appointments. Be at all inspections. If a reinspection is granted, make sure you are there to present the damages in question to the field adjuster, which is, I mean, it's an obvious one, but it does happen, that sometimes you're so busy. Yeah, you're late, or I don't know. There are so many stories out there. The adjuster was earlier than me, and he didn't wait for me, or I was busy with another appointment, etc. Right? So just try to organize yourself, in a way that you're not gonna miss an appointment, because those are really important. Okay,
Why?
from your
Why is that bad?
go ahead. Why is that bad?
Yeah.
Because it has to be rescheduled, right? But it's actually on record
Mhm.
that yes, the contractor missed the appointment. Remember, when you're partnered with us, you are our eyes and hands out there, right? So you are the ones who are going to be with the adjuster. So if you're not there, yes, well, it has to be rescheduled if possible. If not, the adjuster is going to take advantage of that, right?
Mhm.
So you have to be very careful with this. You have to be there for the appointments.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. Next one. You
Next.
go ahead.
Do not assume that the carrier will pay your entire estimate just because you turned one in.
Oh yeah, this is like, you know, you have the estimate, right, and it's for $25,000. So yeah, the insurance company's got to pay the 25K. Yeah, hold on, take it easy. We need to negotiate, because I mean everybody knows that out there that yes, the insurance company is gonna do the whatever they can to pay the least possible, right?
Right.
Or to delay the payment, yes, right. And also you have to consider that yes, we're gonna help you with your estimate, right? And we are going to be considering things that maybe you didn't think about. I don't know. It depends on the situation. I want to talk specifics,
Mm,
right? But it might happen. So you have to hold on a little bit, okay, and wait for the negotiations, right? But if you're partnered with YBA, you know that we're gonna do our best. We're gonna try to get every single penny that is on the table,
mhm.
right, for you and for your homeowner. So this one
Um,
is important.
I really want to. I'm trying to think of this quote that everyone uses. They say that the insurance company is not in the business of. Do you know what I'm talking about? I keep forgetting how to
Yeah,
say it. What is it?
it's not in the business of paying, I think, but I'm not
I think
sure.
that's what
So
it is. Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
um,
so
yeah. That's exactly what it is. So keep that in mind.
exactly, exactly. So let's move on to the next one, and here we're gonna talk the positive ones, right? So uh, the first one, the dues for an insurance claim. Take a photo of the front wall of the front of the house and all other elevations, and show damages found. We talked about this before, but it's good to revisit it,
Yeah.
right?
It's on our
So,
Facebook. It's
mm,
literally under how to take pictures. You can go watch it, and we give you a full rundown of what you need to be taking, the exact pictures, how to do it, and all of that, and
mhm,
then some tips. So
exactly.
go watch that if you haven't.
Yeah, and it's a great way, to include your story. And we have talked about this before, to include in your story, this is the house that I'm going to be working on. And
Hmm.
I'm not going to lie, during the last week I saw this estimate from a contractor, and it was just amazing, because he was following those rules, not rules, but recommendations. He was following the recommendations. He had a picture of the front of the house, the sides, everything, and it was very, very, very complete. Now, I'm impressed, right? Obviously, the insurance company is going to say, okay, we got somebody who knows how to work, right?
Hmm.
So it's better to do this. So that's the first recommendation. Now, the next one, go ahead, Noah.
On the roof, you're going to take broad photos of each slope. So again, that takes us back to the photos that we talked about. You want to
Mhm,
really tell a story of the entire roof, even if you think that it's something that like it doesn't matter, it has nothing to do with it. It probably does, and it's better to just send that in also. So
mhm,
even places that don't have damage, and then another thing is that if it does have damage, take pictures of all the damage. Don't take pictures of just one and be like, there's like 30 of these all over the roof. Send me
mhm,
all 30 of those. It's better for us to see and to have all those pictures. But
mhm,
yeah, broad pictures out of on the whole of the whole roof, big parts of the roof, just so we can really get a good picture of what's going on and how
mhm.
it looks like.
Exactly, the damage. I mean, again, I was reviewing some estimates. Actually, with Isabel, we had her a few
Mm,
weeks ago, right? And yes, you got pictures, broad pictures, but then the contractor zoomed in on
good.
the damage, right? So that gives you obviously, to the insurance company, it gives them a better idea of what they are dealing with, right? Because in some pictures, the damage wasn't that visible, but then you would zoom in, yeah, you would see some shingles that had damage, but then on some other pictures, you would see the damage in the broad picture. You would see the damage. It was right there. So that's why that's a really great recommendation. Okay. Now, Let me get my glass because I'm a grandpa. And okay, the next one, gutters. Now, if there are gutters or gutter guards, document any damages from hail or wind. If the gutters are drilled through the drip edge, we'll need to show this to substantiate R&R for the gutters. Downspouts will need to be shown with damages for replacement. I don't know, me not being obviously a roofer, right? If they tell me, well, you need to take pictures of the damage on the roof, sometimes the gutters maybe, at least from my end, I wouldn't pay a lot of attention to them, right? But turns out that yes, they are very, very, very freaking important as well, right? And I mean, I don't have to tell you guys out there, that they are very, very important. But this is the best recommendation that we can give you when it comes to gutters,
Mhm.
right? So gutters are important. You have to take a look at the damage, the whole structure, right? Take pictures of it, and again, maybe a broad picture and then zoom in on the damage. That's also a really good idea. And be very careful, be very how do you call this, meticulous, right, when taking these pictures. Why? Because there can be damage, for example, behind downspout. So, I mean, you can take a look at all this and add it to your estimate. So,
Caesar, I think you're cutting in and out a little bit.
okay, great. Okay, so you do the next one. Frozen.
Yeah, I think you're oh, there we go. We got you back.
Oh, I think it's me. There.
Okay, much better. If you can re-say some of that.
Okay. Oh my god. So I was like, okay. So the importance of of the pictures of the gutters. Don't undermine them. Check them out. Okay, make sure that you take pictures of all the damage on the gutters. That's very, very, very important. Some people, and like I said, I would undermine the gutters, but they are very, very important, right? Especially if you had, I don't know, a hailstorm. I mean, there's gonna be damage there. So make sure that you look for all the damage. Take a broad picture, if possible, if the damage is big, and then zoom in on the damage on the gutters and downspouts. Okay, so that's what I said before I started freezing. Now you
um,
go ahead. The
okay.
next one. Uh-huh.
Yes. Okay. Inspect all the slopes thoroughly. So when finding damage like hail or wind, mark up all the shingles, the components and metals. Take a photo of all the marked up shingles, components, and metals. And each slope should have a photo with the indication of the slope name. So north, south, east, west, and the total number of damages on that slope. So we have an example of that over there. It says north, and then you put H equals whatever number, west equals whatever number there is of the amount of damage. We see this sometimes, not enough times. So this is going to change the game for you. If you start doing this and making this a habit, it will make the claims so much easier to get through and to get back and to settle. It's just going to make it look better to the insurance company, and it's going to make it more clear of what's going on. So if you get into the habit of that, it becomes easier. And that's a really cool tip, important tip that we have. We've been getting a lot of our own partners to do this. So it would be great if a lot more did that as well, a lot more contractors.
Very much agree. By the way, Jeremy Waltz is asking, who is this video supposed to appeal to? Well, Jeremy, there are a lot of contractors out there that would need some advice sometimes. I mean, because believe
Some
it or
guys,
not,
yeah.
hmm they ask us, "Hey, what about the pictures? How do I take the pictures? How am I supposed to take them?" And also, you got new people in the industry who are learning about the pictures, who are learning about what you should do, what you shouldn't do. So that's the people that we're supposed to appeal to. You know,
Hmm.
it's something that we do. It's something that we at YVA try to do. We try to help our contractors, our contractor partners, right? So that's the people that we are appealing to. But anyway, so let's move on to the next one.
Hmm.
Okay, now again, continuing with the photos, take photos of each component on the roof, damaged or not, to make sure all components are accounted for. Include antennas and satellite dishes. Very important. Again, I mean, if you tell the insurance company this is the actual state of the roof, okay, they're going to be able to see the damaged parts. They're going to be able to see what is okay. That is actually really, really helpful for you. Why? Because you're not claiming something that it's not damaged, right? So that is actually being honest. It's important also. Like I said, you're giving a real uh, picture of the real situation of the roof. So
Hmm.
that is a good recommendation.
I like that you said that you're being honest. We're trying to be as transparent as possible and get the amount that you need for the settlement. So being transparent is going to get them to trust us more and to believe the actual, um, the real story that's going on here without too much pushback from the insurance company.
Exactly. Exactly. So, yeah, it's really important to be honest. I mean, we are fair, right? So, as public adjusters, we're not going to fight for something that is not included in the policy, for something
Mhm.
that it's kind of shady. So, use a contractor when you are working and you're out there, you're on the roof. I mean, you're going to get what is fair, right? That's what you're going to be shown. But anyway, let's move on to the next one. You go ahead, Noah. This is one and
All right.
one.
Take photos of the lifted shingles. We're on that one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Take photos of the lifted shingles to show that the seal has been compromised and up close photos of the creased shingles.
Yep.
Again, this is just going to make exactly what's going on clearer. And the more pictures of the specific shingles that you take, the better. We again are looking to get at least over, I mean, 50 is like minimum. We want to show them like 100 pictures if we can. So every like shingle that you see is damaged, something that you think might not be too important. No, still take a picture of it and send that in.
Hmm. Exactly. And yeah, be specific. And again, these are the do's, right? And this is what you are supposed to do when you're on the roof,
Hmm.
right? Because again, maybe we already talked about the photos, like we said before, right? But these are the do's actually. So when you are on the roof, when you want to show the damage, yes, I said it. I remember that I said it. You even got a little hand here, right? Showing, yeah, well, you know, this shingle is not working as it's supposed to, right? So this is what you got to do. These are the pictures that you got to take. This is the way that you got to chalk the roof, and how to show it, right,
I
on the
like that.
picture.
Yeah,
Hmm.
you're showing the measurement. You're showing perspective right there.
Exactly. Now, moving to the next one, if repairability is in question, photo the repair attempt and demonstrate. I'm sorry, if it cannot be repaired to prove full replacement is needed. And like I told you when we talked about the photos, okay, some contractors are even recording a video of it, right? And some insurance companies are actually asking for a video. So you do what you have to do. This is something important. This is going to benefit you, obviously.
I like the idea of taking videos. I feel like you can capture that whole moment all in one piece basically, so that you don't have to go back and forth taking a bunch of different photos for something like this where you're trying to show, hey, look, like this was they attempted to repair it, it's just not working. Can they actually talk on the video, Caesar?
Yeah, yeah. I
Okay.
mean, the regular, normal, conversation. Yeah,
Hmm.
showing, stating, yeah, this doesn't work. I mean, it's you're not talking policy, right? When you're shooting
Mhm.
a video, you're talking about the
The
structure
ri-
itself.
Right.
So not a problem.
Right. That
Hmm.
could definitely be more helpful. I mean, we all prefer videos over pictures sometimes,
Yep.
when you're trying to explain a situation. So maybe try taking a couple of videos for your next
Hmm.
claim.
Exactly. Exactly. I mean, again, whatever helps, that's what you're gonna do,
Mhm.
right? So yeah, you can
Right.
shoot the video. Okay.
So moving on to the next one, if the shingles are discontinued or do not match or they do not form a uniform appearance, the documentation will need to be given to present to the desk adjuster. ITEL reports, ITEL reports, photos with the current shingle and documents from the suppliers will help also.
Definitely.
Mhm.
Now, the thing about the ITEL reports with us, sometimes the contractor does it on his own. Sometimes we can help, right? And you just need a little piece of the shingle, okay, for the ITEL report. You don't need a big box, and put the big shingle or a load of shingles. No, no, no. It's just a little piece of it because it's a sample. So ITEL is going to be able to find out who the manufacturer it is, uh, where is it available, if it's discontinued or not. I mean, you're gonna get a full report. That helps a lot. Okay,
Mhm.
why? Because if there's let's say, for example, in this picture here, okay, let's say that this type of shingle is discontinued, okay, but you got several ones missing. The ITEL report is got to say, if it says it's discontinued, that means that the whole roof or the shingles have to be replaced, right?
Mhm.
So the ITEL report is really important. And again, yeah, most of you guys know this already, but some people out there, they don't know. So this is actually very, very helpful for them, because I've seen a lot of comments on Facebook, the Facebook groups. Hey, do you know if this is discontinued? Do you know if this type of shingle is available, etc.? So the ITIL report is going to help you out a lot as well. Okay,
Mhm.
so it's a recommendation. Okay,
Mhm.
great.
Quick story too. I'll never forget this.
Mhm.
I think
Exactly.
it was Isabel that told me this. I
Hmm.
think Isabel, I'm not sure, maybe someone else here. But they said that one time a contractor, they were supposed to send the shingle to ITEL to get the report for it. They sent it to us, not just one shingle. They got a box of just
Hmm.
you know this, of
Yep.
like a whole like basically this amount
A
of
big
shingles
box.
all together, and they're like, "What is this?" They were so confused. Don't
Yep.
be that person.
Oh, and you don't have to go through all that trouble.
Yeah, you just
It's just a little bit. That's
yeah.
about it, and it does help. So, for you guys out there, these are do's and don'ts, right? Helpful, yeah, for a lot of new contractors out there, right? But also, like I said, some people sometimes they need a little bit of guidance, and that's something that we believe is going to help. Again, if you guys want this presentation, if you already partnered with us, ask your account manager. Yeah, definitely they can send it. It's for you and your team. It's gonna help. Obviously, it has way more content than this, right? But we wanted to focus on the do's and don'ts, right? But there are some that are not included here. Okay, so something important, it's amazing, but when you're sending your information, your scope, make sure that you add enough pictures. Yeah, it happens that we receive only 3, 4, 5 pictures.
Mhm,
That's about it, and the damage is not very visible. So make sure that you add all those pictures. Okay. When it comes to, filling out the form with the customer's information, make sure that you don't have typos. Make sure that you don't, that you have all the necessary information, the, the insurance policy, the name of the insurance company. If this is a reopen claim, if you have a claim number, I mean, all that has to be in the app. So I really, really recommend this. Okay, those are the do's. Don'ts, again, and we cannot emphasize this enough. Do not fight with the adjuster. A lot of
mm.
people like to fight with the adjuster, right? So don't do that, because at the end of the day, you got a public adjuster and you have a whole team that is backing you up, right? So
Right.
those are my 2 cents.
Yes.
but anyway, but anyway, so guys, with this, and this is gonna be, I think, that the shortest live stream that we have done in the past few weeks,
Hmm. Yeah,
right?
but it's important.
But mhm,
So it might be short, but it's to the point. Um, so sometimes we just need to get to exactly what we need to talk about. And this has been an issue we've been seeing anyways for the past month or two. And
mhm,
especially because hurricane season is here, we want you guys to have the knowledge you need before it starts.
mhm. Exactly. And I can tell you here we have had a lot of rain lately, so I'm pretty sure that the roofers here in Southwest Texas, they might be happy at the
Mm.
moment. So
Yeah, we
yeah.
saw hail the past, not here, but in a couple places there was hail in the U.S. this past weekend, and we're seeing a lot of rain here, which we normally don't see this much rain in Florida, at least in South Florida. So it's that time of year again. Kind of annoying, but
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Things are changing. Things
Yeah,
are changing. But
yeah.
but anyway. So guys, um if you guys have more questions, okay, you got more comments, remember, after we're live, we upload the video to our Facebook page. You can still send questions, you can still reach out to us, right? If you haven't partnered with us, you can always get in touch with us. You got our phone number right there, 855-775-7550. One of our account managers is going to reach out to you. They are going to onboard you, right? And you're going to be able to start sending claims right away. We're going to help you with those claims, right? And that's about it with the topic for today. So we do appreciate your you being here for this short live stream, right? This was actually a serious one.
I know.
Yeah.
No funny questions,
No,
no, not too much laughing, yeah. Maybe we both had a long
no.
weekend.
Well, you did, but
I
I didn't. I was just on my window watching the rain, because we don't
Aw,
get that.
relaxing,
So
I
I was
wish.
like,
That would've been so nice.
yeah, melancholy and
Yeah,
like that. But no, it was a good weekend. It was a good
good.
weekend. A lot of celebration. But anyway,
For your birthday, right?
my birthday and then my mom-in-law
Aw,
had her home birthday. So I mean, the whole weekend we were out. Uh, we ate tacos, obviously,
mhm.
right? And we went out. So it was actually uh, cool. And then your virtual adjuster is actually asking, what about the fun
Fun
questions?
question?
Okay, you ask me, I'll ask you one.
I was thinking that too. Okay, okay.
Okay.
Come up with, like, one question to ask each other. Um, you wanna go first?
No, because I'm thinking.
Okay. Okay, okay, okay. Would you rather we're gonna do a would you rather. Um, would you rather travel, um, to, like, an event type place? So, a like we talked about earlier, like Disney World or, like, amusement park, something like that, something, like, really, really fun where you're doing a bunch of stuff, or would you rather go to a resort style where you're just relaxing the whole
Oh
time?
my god. That well, that's an easy one, but at the same time, it's kind of difficult. Why?
Okay.
I want to take my kids to Disneyland, right? Obviously, because they gotta go. It's
Mhm.
something that they have to do. But I want to relax.
Yeah.
So if Disneyland had a beach, that would be so freaking amazing. But honestly, nah, I think that I would rather go to a beach, a nice beach.
Mm,
Uh, let's
yeah.
say, like we were talking earlier, Cancun or Tulum, right? That would be so awesome.
Mhm.
But hey, then again, if I can afford both, yeah, so be
Yeah, right?
it. Right. Okay. And now here's my question for you. I was
Okay.
thinking, okay, nah, no, this is not a good one. Mm, nah, I'm gonna ask you the same one. But I mean, you can in Florida, you can go to
I could do
video.
any. That's the thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. But let's say that no, you cannot go to Disney World. You cannot go to oh my God, what's your funniest memory? Thank you, your virtual adjuster. You just saved my butt. Go ahead and tell us
What's
your
your funniest
funniest
memory?
memory. Yeah.
Well, first of all, I just want to say I would rather relax in any situation that I'm in. So I would rather go and just sit and stare at a beach and water all day. Um, but what's your funniest memory?
Think.
What's a funny memory?
A
I
tiny
think
fart when you were not supposed to, something like that.
when I
That's
was,
always fun.
I've
When you
I've
were
done
not supposed to.
I've done some ridiculous stuff uh, in my day. I'm trying to think because this funniest, I'll think of funniest from this past weekend because I feel like there's so many funny things.
There you
Um,
go.
so this past weekend, I think this was hilarious. I have a camera that watches the dogs when I'm not there. And my roommate took my dogs out yesterday to walk them in the morning, and then she left. But my smaller dog, the Frenchie, he did not go number two for some reason. She told me, she's like, I took them out already. Whatever, he didn't go, and I was away. So I get on the camera because it shows me there's movement, and I go on, and um, what does he do? It's a brand new carpet that we just bought. She didn't even leave 5 minutes ago. You just see him going and he's doing his little squatty thing and he's just like, well, no one's home. And I caught the whole thing on camera. Oh
Ah.
my God. I was cracking up. That was the last thing I thought I was about to see. Literally just randomly opening the camera to go see it. Of course I see that. So that was a really funny
That's funny and you.
yeah, gross.
Right.
So it
Oh,
was a nice present to come home to yesterday.
yeah, that's when you have pets. That's the best thing. Okay, you
Oh
open the door and yeah, surprise.
surprise. Yeah, it
So,
can never be a good. It's never really like the best surprise, but it's a surprise.
yeah, well, yeah, it is a surprise, and usually it comes with some yelling to the dog, right? Ah, you stupid
He
mutt.
knew.
Anyway,
Oh, he knew. And the other one, my bigger dog was looking at him like, dude, seriously. He's like, well, it wasn't me, it was you. He
ah,
knew.
damn. And the weird thing is that actually they look like if they were actually saying that, right? Ah, but anyway,
He knew.
so there you got the funny questions
Yeah.
there, the funny memory, right? So, uh, by the way, for Thursday, we're gonna work on something cool, something really, really cool. I had the idea, but hopefully, it's going to benefit everybody. Out there. This is obviously focused on new contractors, old contractors, new to the industry, everybody. So we're gonna work on that, and hopefully we're gonna have a really cool topic on Thursday.
Mhm.
But anyway, so guys, that's it from us. Like I
Mhm.
said, yeah, if you want to get onboarded, you can call us 855-775-7550. Visit our website, visit our Facebook page, okay, or send us a message.
Mhm.
Okay, cool.
So we're going to wrap up really quickly. I want to just highlight a few upcoming events that is going on, and we're going to do this because we're going to be at a few events in the next. Actually, we're going to be at a bunch of events in the next few months. So I'm just going to keep you guys updated so you can come see us, talk to us, hang out. So there is obviously a monthly Latinos in Roofing event that we are a part of. I'm not exactly sure the date. Caesar, are you?
No, not
No.
sure.
So when we have
Sorry.
the date, we will let you know. But again, it's going to come
Mhm.
up in September. We're also really excited to share that we're going to be a part of an event created by World's Greatest Roofer. It's going to be called Roofing Ahead of the Curve Live. So it's a free event that you can come to. It's going to be in Florida. It's going to be streamed live as well on all the platforms. So you don't want to miss it. I will put the link really quick in the comments so that you guys can go learn a little bit more about it. Let me grab that for you. It's going to be really, really fun. There's going to be a lot of top people from the industry there. Um, so you're not going to want to miss it. I mean, either way, it's going to be easy to be a part of whether you're there in person or not because it will be live. Let's see where this is.
A lot of events. A lot of events.
A lot of events.
A
Yeah.
lot. A
This one,
lot of
oh, by the way, this
networking.
one is September 16th. Okay,
Mhm.
I'm gonna put it in the comments so that you guys have it. And then that's for September. And then again, if we anything else that comes up, we will be letting you know. So lastly, if you guys are watching and you would love to discuss something on here with us, let us know. We'd love to have you on. Vice versa, if you have a show that you want me and Cesar to be a part of, we'd love to join you as well. But thanks everyone for joining us. We will be back on Thursday at 1 p.m. EST as usual. Come join us again then. In the meantime, go out there, grow your business. We will see you guys again on Thursday. Thanks for joining.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.